Omari Hutchinson has just gotten some help that might just keep him in the Premier League.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know something that Gunnaz may say, but big up Gunnaz.
If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you are a part of that 67.8% of people who keep watching the Gunnaz YouTube channel on a regular and are not subscribing, what on God's green earth are you guys waiting on? Like, seriously. Just go ahead right now and hit that fat red subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we do post videos. And you can also check us out on our socials at 876 Gunnaz on Instagram and TikTok. And lastly, if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee, and you can find the link below in the description. So Omari Hutchinson started off the Premier League season playing a full 90 minutes at home for Ipswich Town against Liverpool in a game that saw them lose by 2-0. The first half was pretty promising, with Ipswich Town having even more shots and shots on target than Liverpool. However, as it went on and the game progressed into the second half especially, it was very evident that Ipswich Town had given their all, both physically and quality-wise, and it was just up to Liverpool to just turn the gears up 1 or 2 levels. And so said, so done. Liverpool turned the gears up and they got 2 goals in the second half. Mohamed Salah, another historic record, another historic performance. This guy just an absolute living legend, to be very honest. So he had a goal and an assist in the game, completely just annihilating Ipswich Town in the second half and showing them what the quality and the level is for when you make that step up into the Premier League. Now, as a neutral watching that game, it was very evident that Ipswich Town needed a bit more firepower. They needed a bit more quality in depth. It's not only, I'm not going to say at the very beginning of the season that they need strength in depth or they need players, 2 great players in every position, but they needed a bit more quality, especially coming off the bench, to really get them through the rest of that game. It was evident that they did not have that much quality that is needed to last a full 90 minutes in the Premier League, especially up top as well. And it looks as if the Ipswich Town owners saw that, because just yesterday, they signed the 22-year-old striker Armando Broja from Chelsea Football Club. He's the former Southampton talisman as well, back in the days. It's almost shocking that he's only 22 years old right now, because I've known Armando Broja for so long. That's to just show how long this Albanian striker has been in the game for, right? So they have signed this player who, even at the age of 22, is very experienced. He's had over 130 games under his belt in senior football, where he scored 30 goals so far, right? And for a young player, that's not a very bad statistic for a young player, right? And he will be hoping to go to Ipswich Town and really prove himself. A team that predominantly is going to have less of the football. I think it would really help him and suit his style of play, because he's a ball carrier. He likes to dribble. He likes to run. He likes to run those channels. Even for the big frame that he has, he does like to put in those yards. And he has a very strong and powerful shot on him. All right. So there's plenty of room for development and improvement as it relates to Armando Broja. And if he can find it and click it, it would have been, or it will be, a very, very brilliant signing for Ipswich Town. According to the transfer guru Fabrizio Romano, the deal is an initial loan with an obligation to buy if Ipswich Town are to avoid relegation this season. The total package would be worth around £30 million, which would make him Ipswich Town's club record signing, beating Omari Hutchinson's previous club record signing of £22 million. Now, based on just me watching the game against Liverpool, it was very evident that Lawrence McKenna, the Ipswich Town coach, really sees Omari Hutchinson as the talisman of this team, right? Just with a few small gestures by him and his coaching staff, just reading their body language and reading their decisions throughout the game, right? They kept him on the pitch for 90 minutes, even though it was very evident at 2-0 with the clock running down that Ipswich Town were not going to get anything out of the game. They still decided to keep it on the pitch. And that just to me shows that out of everyone in that attack line, they think that he's the one who can get something out of nothing if the opportunity should arise. So they decided to keep him on the pitch for 90 minutes. And even just looking at smaller things as well, whenever there was a water break or whenever they came over, they always pulled Omari Hutchinson separately to speak to him and give him either instruction or give him encouragement, because to me, it seems as if they see him as the talisman for this team. Not only Coach Lawrence McKenna, but also the coaching staff. And it makes sense because he is their club record signing. So they really need to make this work. The fans are expecting a whole lot from him. They put their neck out to try and get him from Chelsea Football Club. So it makes sense that they will be investing a whole lot of time, effort, and really giving him the time to really prove himself as much as they possibly can. However, on the flip side, we have to remember Omari Hutchinson is only 20 years of age. In his first full Premier League season, Ipswich as well will be battling, or more than likely will be battling for relegation, and it would be very incompetent of Lawrence McKenna and his coaching staff to put all of that pressure and burden on a 20-year-old winger who has no Premier League experience at all. So I believe this Armando Broja signing is the perfect thing to just come and quell that expectation and take a little bit of the burden of Omari Hutchinson's shoulder and place a little bit of it on Armando Broja, because he will be expected to come in, score goals, link up well with Omari Hutchinson, and keep Ipswich Town in the Premier League. And if he stays in the Premier League, he earns himself a £30 million move to Ipswich Town, where he will be able to play a regular week in, week out Premier League football. He will find himself a home instead of having to be going away on loan every season, going back to Chelsea, not having a permanent home. So I think Armando Broja will be very determined to really come in, score goals, and keep Ipswich Town in the Premier League so that he can really find himself a home or a place that he can call home and really build a career at. Now, personally, I just think Ipswich Town are a few signings away from cementing themselves as Premier League, as a Premier League team. I don't think, even if they do bring in Armando Broja, I don't think that midfield or that back line is quite enough right now. They have very good wing backs, I believe. Offensively, maybe not defensively, because that goal, that assist from Salah, where he basically ran away and left that left back, right? It was very suspect. It looked very amateur. Like, you need to follow your man. He thought he was offside when the whole of that Ipswich back line was way back, like 5 yards away from him when he stopped running. So I think there's a whole lot of work to be done in this Ipswich Town team. But you never know if Omari Hutchinson or Armando Broja, and if they get in a few other signings, can come in and can really click. You never know what might develop or what can happen for Ipswich Town this season. And the challenge does not get any easier as well, because Ipswich Town have to travel to the Etihad to play Manchester City away from home this weekend on Saturday. So it's not getting any easier, but at least they will know that, hey, this is a level that you need to be at. And if they can go, no one is not expecting them to win the game, but if they can go and they can put in a respectable performance and leave there with a respectable scoreline, then I think they can take positives from that, right? And I will definitely be watching that game as well for a variety of reasons. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I have to hate watch Manchester City and pray that they lose every single game that they play. Also, I will be watching it to see how Omari Hutchinson really performs on the big stage against Manchester City, and to really see if he can be that talisman and create moments, simple, small moments in the game against Manchester City to hopefully give Ipswich Town a chance in that game. And lastly, Ed Sheeran, I will tell you don't know, but Ed Sheeran is an ambassador for Ipswich Town as well as a fan. And I am a huge fan of Ed Sheeran, one of my favorite artists across all genres. So, yeah, man, those are the three reasons why I will be tuning in to Ipswich Town a lot this season, and specifically for this game on the weekend. So, yeah, that's it for this video, guys. But remember, Gunnaz YouTube channel will be giving away 3 tickets. I repeat, 3 tickets to the Reggae Boyz versus Cuba game that will be held on September 6th at the National Stadium. So all you guys have to do is stay tuned to the Gunnaz YouTube channel so that you do not miss your chance of getting a free ticket coming right out of Gunnaz pocket. JFF, now give them ticket here for give you guys. It'll come out of our pocket. And we're going to be giving away those 3 free tickets, guys. So just stay tuned to the channel so that you don't miss your chance of getting those tickets, right? And lastly, as well, I want you guys to tune in later on today to Title Talk episode 3, where Dylan from the Gunnaz YouTube channel and Kishan from 433 Presser will be doing the Premier League preview show. The new podcast is Title Talk, similar to Reggae Boyz Weekly. However, we'll be discussing more Premier League content on that show. So tune in later in the night. If you're in Jamaica, it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time. And if you're at most parts of America, it will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, just remember to check out Title Talk later. It will be a live show. And yeah, just come out and talk football. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this Armando Broja signing? Do you think he and Omari Hutchinson will be able to link up and keep Ipswich Town up in the Premier League? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know some of the Gunnaz, but big up Gunnaz.